What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. Alright guys, we're going to have a little topic that I haven't had a chance to really discuss or do testing on very often, and this is going to be elemental damage. That's right. So before I get into that though, as usual, please go and remember to support your boy. We are still second place. We're still kicking ass though, still taking names, and we are growing every single day. If you are somebody who is looking for codes and you're looking to get yourself those codes as soon as possible, there you guys go right there. You guys can see this is the support button. Go click that. Make sure you join, and I will be sending codes out daily. We've got about 5,000 codes out in the recent days, including some in my Discord members. If you are a YouTube member, you should also be on the Discord. The code claim is there as well too for you to get an automatic key. So make sure you jump on, link your Discord to the YouTube channel. Also, please do remember merchandise is still available. I'm going through it very quickly. So if you're looking for anything that's a hoodie, a sweater, or a t-shirt, let me know via DMs, and I can tell you guys what's going on. So real quick, before I go any further though, I do want to say a big shout out to my top 20 to 100. Obviously, people who have been supporting me. You guys can see here, you are listed right over here. I'm going to go ahead and click on the support button so I can just give you a quick shout out. This is appropriate. So Payneblade's mom, thanks mom as usual. Professor Tech, Travis, a couple of NIDs, which you should change your name by the way. Slam, Clicks, T-Pro, Forsaken, Irwin, Step Bear, a couple of more NIDs, Mew, 2X, and then going down the list, David, McNasty. Again, all of these NIDs here. If you see yourself, give yourself a pat on the back. King, Gust, etc. So thank you again for the top 20, top 40, top 60, top 1,000, top 3,000, top all of you. Big W's for everybody here on this list. Now, let's talk about elemental damage. Now, the first thing I want to do is test if it actually is working. So the number one thing I did is pretty much strip everybody of what they need to be stripped of, and then focus on just elemental damage. Now, if you look at Jinho, he's going to be our main unit to use here against Igris, which is light. This is a reverse mode, by the way. And we're going to see how much elemental damage actually does help with overall damage going through. All right, so first off, you guys can see here, we have the 4-piece Sylph with no actual levels to it. And then eventually we're going to level this up to see, number one, if the light damage actually does increase with the bracers, or if the actual effect of Sylph does work. So if we take a look at this, the way Sylph works is it should, with the 4-piece effect, give you an extra 15% elemental damage against the opponent if you stack in 3 times, going in with QTE skills, support skills, or ultimate skills. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump in, okay, and we're going to just test out a skill, just one skill. All right, we're gonna test without the actual Sylph. I think I'm gonna test with the Sylph. We're gonna do it a few times just to see how much damage we get. So we're gonna go ahead and put him in. You guys can see no other buffs are applied. It's just that one damage buff that's there. Not a big deal. It's not gonna make much of a difference. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in and let's do this together. Now the skill I'm gonna use here is gonna be this one. Okay, 7049. Okay, you guys can see that aura is hitting him. 7049 is what I'm looking at though. Okay, 7049. All right, let's do this again. 7497, 74. So let's record this. Let's record these numbers, okay, a little bit. Let's just see what happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So we're gonna go Jinho skill 2, 7049. And what was the other one again? Well, you know what? We'll do this over again. We'll do it over. We'll just start over again, just so we can get these numbers down, okay? And then we're gonna bring in the Sylph effect, and then we're gonna level up the bracers to see how much, if they actually are working, number one, and how much of an effect it actually does. Now, again, you can see the buff there. It's just that attack buff. There's nothing else being applied, and the reason why I'm showing you this is because you'll see a new buff apply when Sylph does get in effect, okay? So here we go. Again, 6884. So let me just record this, guys. 6884. Let's go back and renew this. I'm not gonna, you know what, we can even let this do this a little bit of damage. 540, 538, 540, 585. Okay, so it's like the let's say 530s to 580s. So dot, let's say right here, Jinho dot. So we'll say dots, main attack. And then we'll say, the reason why I want to check the dots is it is also technically light element. Dots equals 530 to 580. So let's see if dots actually get affected by this as well. Okay, so we're going to record that as well too, just to get a general sense of what is actually being affected and what is not. So let's go ahead and let this go. Again, 7365. So 7365. Okay, and take a couple more numbers down here, and I'm going to retry. The reason why I want to retry is I don't want that break bar to go away, because if it goes away, the damage goes up as well. Now, obviously, it would have been probably smarter not to use a breaker. A Joe probably might have been a better choice, but Jinho's easy because he has the one attack skill, and I don't actually have to worry about, you know, multiple different attacks. I can just record one attack at a time, making it a lot easier. Let's go ahead and do this. 7286. So again, fairly consistent, right? Okay, let's go and check again. And now we're going to do, guys, we'll do one more of these. And then we're going to start checking to see if, in fact, 594, 514. So 594 is the highest I've seen so far with that dot. So we'll put 590. We'll put 600 just to be safe. All right, here's another one. 7860. Okay. All right, 7860. Let's just record those numbers for now. Okay, we'll say 600 here for the dot. Okay, I'll let the dot run its course, and we'll see if there's any more damage past the 600 mark. I don't think there will be, but this is great because now we can check also if this dot is being affected by light damage. That's a crit right there. Oh, this can crit. That's interesting. Okay, I'm not gonna record the crit though. Okay, there we go. So now what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna retry. We're gonna bring in the SLYPH effect. Okay, and we're gonna see if that damage actually does increase. Now I'm not gonna do it one time. I'm gonna do it 3 times. Okay, I want to see if the 3-time effect kicks in mostly, and that's where we're going to really notice the difference. We should notice it. It should be a 15% damage increase on all light damage. So first we're going to do is we're going to bring in Jinho here. That's 1. And we're going to bring Kang back out. You guys can see the new effect right there, right? It says all, right? That's what you're looking at. So we're going to bring him in again in a second. There'll be a second QTE coming in. All right, perfect. Whenever that's ready. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Come on. There it is. Okay. There's 2, and we're going to bring him in one more time. All right, so you guys can see now all says 2 on there, right? That's the goal. We're going to do one more. All right, let's go ahead and do one more. There it is. Okay, 3. Now, I'm not going to let this. I have to stop this, so we're gonna let him recover, and then we're gonna do our skill. Okay, we need to recover his bar. Now the SLYPH should stay into effect for quite some time. I don't want any other buffs affecting this, so you know, the break bar recover. We have 60 seconds of this bar. Okay, so let's try. Here we go. 7721. Okay, so 7721. So this is no SLYPH buff. Okay, and then if we do Jinho's skill now with a SLYPH buff, we'll say SLYPH buff times 3. First attack was 7796, was it? 7796. And then 6, and the dot is 646 so far. So the dots already went up. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. The damage itself, though, we'll find out very shortly. 591. So dots are definitely going up, guys. You guys can see the minimum is 593, 590, 581. 593, etc. So the dot for sure has been affected. 563. Okay, so for now I'm going to put 563. We'll just say 560 to 650. 560 to 650. So you guys can see that the dot did in fact go up for sure because the high end damage was never there before at that point. So 7725. So 7725. Now what I want to see is essentially something higher than this because we did hit that once, right? So again, I'm going to walk away here because this is a break. You can see the break damage is much higher, right? You can see right there. That's what we're trying to avoid. Okay, we're going to try to avoid that. We still have the SLYPH buff up, so we're going to continue going here. I might actually even refresh it here real quick. Bring him back in. There you go, refresh this. Okay, now we're going to try this again. Okay, well, let's see what happens. 8694. Okay, so that's much better. 8694. All right, and then the dot again should be much higher than before. There you go, 608, it's 579. So again, definitely higher on the crit side and on the normal side. Okay, we're gonna wait for this to pop up. So we can safely say SLYPH does work. 7635. So very consistent, nothing below the 7635. So nothing below 7,600, let's just say. Okay, so definitely is working. Precision is what's causing this, because precision does affect element, by the way. Precision is what's causing this to be a little bit lower, but everything else is definitely showing as working, because you can see the dots are even higher and everything else along with it. Right now, this is of course a break state again, so we're not counting the break state. We don't want to count the break state. We're gonna let him recover here again. We're gonna do one more quick test just to get some more numbers. We're gonna let the break bar recover. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. And then we're going to level up the bracers. We're going to see how much of a difference it makes. Okay, here we go, guys. 8223. So yeah, definitely makes a difference, all right? 8223. So yes, elemental does work. Does work. Okay, perfect. We can safely say 15% has been applied on this, and it is working. Now, let's go take it a step further and level up those bracers. Now, this is where the magic is supposed to happen, right? We're going to do bracers at full capacity, and we're going to see if, in fact, they are working. Now, again, the stats are going to go up, but nothing in here should go up that will make that much of a difference, especially if it's hitting the right... Now, let's just see before I do this. Okay, HP, attack, damage. So we just want to avoid one thing is damage increase, realistically. So I'm going to go ahead and level this up. I'm going to waste my, my golden currency just to give this testing a run. Perfect. Okay, good. Good. Okay. All useless stats. I'm saying good. It's the first time I'm actually cheering for useless stats on something. Okay, perfect. Perfect. We just need to avoid damage increase. As long as damage increase is avoided, we're good. Perfect. Excellent. Excellent. This is the perfect test. So technically, this should be going up an extra 10% of damage. Now, let's go back and do this again. And this time, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go with and without the sylph. Okay, we'll go with the sylph and without the sylph. Now, before I do this, let me record this in. We're going to go 10 point, what is it, 10.3, 10.5%? So this is with, we'll say so no 0 plus 0 elemental bracers. Okay, now we're going to go this, but we're going to go a little differently. We're going to go plus 20 elemental bracers, which I think was a, what, a 10.5% elemental increase? Right? So we're going to record a little bit of numbers now with that. Now let's go bring Jinho in now, and we'll just do it right away. Let's see what this looks like. This might look good. This might mean it's actually working finally. And hey, if it is, perfect. We can move on from this and stop worrying about it now. All right, 7537. 7537, I think was what it was. Let's just record that, and then let's see what the dots look like. So we're gonna do a few of these: 5666, 600, 5555, 596. Yeah, definitely working. 482. Okay, so there was a 482 in there. So there was a low number. So 482, 80. Oh, this is definitely working. Definitely working. 8021. You guys can see there was not even an 8000 there whatsoever. So dots, we saw a 486, 2, let's again just record the highest number we see. I'm looking for the top end number, right? Again, because precision is going to make a difference. 617, 629, 620. So we'll say 630. We'll say 630 to be safe. To 630. Again, precision making that big difference, right? All right, let's go ahead and break him this time. We'll do another skill here. Let him get his recovery back, and we'll do a couple more numbers just because I want to get more tests in here for the numbers and see how they look. Whoa, what was that reach? That's crazy. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, 100% working. What number is that? A285? Yeah, you guys can see already the difference. That's definitely a pretty substantial difference in damage right away, right? It might not seem like much, but it is. It's like we're like the top end and the low end is pretty high in comparison. And again, the dots are doing pretty good too. So the dots are definitely being affected. Because we never got to that. I don't think we got 7350. 7350. Okay. Now, we'll do. I think that's good. I think let's just continue looking at the dots real quick. 5554. See if there's anything higher. 635, 629, 635, 603. Yeah, I mean, pretty consistent. Pretty consistent. Okay, now let's go retry. We're gonna do it with the sylph stack now. Okay, so same thing again. Sylph stack. It does look like elemental braces are working, and let's just see if they're stacking with this buff. And this should stack with this buff, so there should be no reason for it not to. So let's just say elemental bracers are in fact working. So we'll put a fact here. Working. Perfect. So that's good. That's a really good sign. Okay, now we're going to do it with sylph buff. And we're going to see what the numbers look like, all right? So we're going to do 3 QTEs. Actually, let's go back. And we're going to see how this looks. All right, first QTE, there's 1. We're going to do it 3 times, okay? Jeez, man, that attack is crazy. I didn't even realize the distance that he goes. Okay, another miss. Come on, QT, I need the second one in here. This part wastes the most amount of time. I hate it. Okay, here's the second one. Good. Okay, we're going to do 3 of them, okay? We're going to break him the next one, so unfortunately, so we're going to have to deal with that. But that's okay. We'll wait till the bar comes back and we'll test it out. If the numbers are in the 9,000s, I don't even have to do much testing. We're going to know right away, like, that it definitely works together and there's no issues. Okay, so there we go. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is do this. 8740. Okay, so let's record that. 8740. That's a good number to start with, because look at this. Definitely is applying already. 8740. Okay, we're going to back the hell away here. Actually, let's just let the dots do its work. Why not? Why not? Let them get hit a little bit. Okay, you guys ready? Let me get his bar back. It's coming up soon. Here we go. We still have our SLYPH. 8635. And you can see the dot went up as well too. 8635. And you guys can see the dots again. Like that last dot we just saw there was 697. So 697. So 697 dot, already higher than what the last one was without the SLYPH, right? So again, showing that it is working as intended. 607, 664, 664, 532. So let's say 530 just to be safe. Okay, here we go. Another one. 8226. Yep. So it definitely works. Definitely works. Because you guys can see the low end and the high end. 8226. Again, dots will say 530 is the lowest we've seen so far to 697 or 6 whatever. What was the number I just gave you guys? 697. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So let this run. Again, we'll do another quick one. And this is what makes SLYPH so powerful, right? The reason why I wanted to test it is because I know SLYPH is something that's being used fairly often here with a lot of guild bosses and stuff. So let's do it again. Here we go. We gotta make sure our stack is still there. Perfect. We don't want to lose that. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna do another one. 8184. So nothing in the 7,000s, which is good. So precision playing a part, obviously, is showing us that the numbers are still pretty accurate. 793, 797, 654, 532. Here we go. 8007. So everything in the 8,000s. Yep. There you guys go. So all works. So I want to make sure that people saw this because I know a lot of people were asking questions whether it is working or not. So elemental bracers are in fact working. So this means even more now than before that you absolutely want to switch Jinno's bracers or Jinno's bracers out for the elemental, I guess, storyline or event or whatever he's doing, right? So if you're going to use Moonshadow Daggers and Plum Sword, make sure you have dark bracers. Don't just put whatever on that has the best stats. Elemental damage actually does make a difference. So there you guys go. Everything is working as intended. I just want to show this. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.